बच गया साला
We're back in San Culture Club, Karachi to Bombay Cabaret. This episode will be themed around COVID-19 and mental health issues. We have an array of artists performing for us this month, and they're fantastic. You're going to love them. There's some serious pieces in here, as well as some light-hearted stuff as well. Listen out for some of the naughty bits too. We have an amazing 13-year-old who's also made her own song, and that video is fantastic too. I just keep saying fantastic, 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 because it's fantastic!
These have been a really strange few months, but one of the things that concerns me the most about the impact of COVID is the impact on mental health, particularly the mental health of young people. I've worked with young people most of my life, and I know how difficult it is for young people to get the support they need. It always has been, and even some of the changes that are being made haven't had a real impact. Only this morning I heard a mother talking about how upset she was that her daughter was constantly crying, really in a low mental state. But all the NHS could offer her was half an hour every 3 weeks of CBT. That's better than it used to be honest. In the old days, a young person had to have attempted to take their life before they got any support. So for me, if COVID has done anything in terms of mental health, it's to make people realise, a little bit like the whole where the economy's gone, that this is something that can affect anybody and that can affect everybody. If I fall over in the snow and break my hip, I know I'll be straight in the hospital and my hip will be fixed, because the cost of not doing it, not only to me, but in the ongoing cost if I don't get a limb fixed, is that it will cost more in the long run. So by not dealing with these mental health issues that people are facing during COVID, we are actually storing up all sorts of problems for us in the future. We've been able to invest, or the government's invested, in the economy and also in the NHS in terms of dealing with COVID to a certain extent. But let's not allow this moment to pass without actually investing more in the services both for our young people and older people that are suffering at the moment. Mental health is an issue that's really close to my heart because I grew up with a bipolar father and a schizophrenic sister. And I know just how hard it was for them, and in those days as well, I don't think we had quite the understanding that we do now at last about the impact of mental health, not just on those people who are suffering them directly, but also on their families. But it's really good to know that there are organisations as well as the NHS out there who can help you. Mind is a really brilliant organisation and worth contacting if you need some help and advice, whether you're suffering yourself or whether it's a member of your family. And also Young Minds for Young Children is another great organisation that people can talk to, and obviously there's loads more. So as well as the NHS, there are lots of charities out there that can help and support you. The most important thing is not to suffer in silence.
शेर यज़दार
कुव्वते परवरदिगार लापता हिलाली लसे फिला जुल्फ़कार हे मलकुल तो मौला हे मलकुल तो मौला मलकुल तो मौला मलकुल तो मौला मलकुल तो मौला है मलकुल तो अली अली 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 मौला 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 अली 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 मौला हे दरिया है दरियाओं कलंदरों मस्तां है दरियाओं कलंदरों मस्तां बंदा ये मुर्तज़ा अली हस्ता पेशवाए तमाम मर्दानों कैसे के कुएं शेर यज़दानो मौला अली मौला मौला अली मौला Tan 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 da. On the border of right and wrong, nothing to be solved. Just one of those days again, can't find my way back out there. Living a fantasy waiting for you. I'm walking down the street, thinking about life and all memories. Stop driving myself crazy. I've cleared up all your lies, don't lie. I can see all the words you said to me this day. I know nothing to be sold. I sit like one breath before I let go. It's done, there's no more place. So you should know this ain't a game. You think you got skills I haven't seen. This is all a game, and I'm queen. Ain't got it all bottled up, poppin', doing it again. Run to the stars and chase up the moonlight. Take it down and lie it on the ground. Whisper the meaning to me. Is this all a dream?
कोविड का मेरे पे असर इस तरह हुआ कि मैं मेंटली स्ट्रेस, एंजाइटी, डिप्रेशन, लोनलीनेस का मेरे पे एक का शिकार होना शुरू हो गया। वो इसलिए ना मैं अपनी फैमिली से मिल सकता था, ना मैं अपने दोस्तों से मिल सकता था, जो कि एज अ इंसान हम लोग एक ग्रुप में रहने के आदी हैं, एक सोशल सर्कल में रहने के आदी हैं। अब मुझे एक घर में रहना था जो कि मुझे पिंजरों की तरह लगता था, और उसका नुकसान मेरे पे ये होना शुरू हो गया कि वो जब सोचें मेरे पे हावी होना शुरू हुई ना, मैं नेगेटिव थॉट की तरफ चलना शुरू हो गया कि यार क्या अगर जिंदगी का बटन बंद कर दो तो जिंदगी सुकून में हो जाए, एक मिनट लगेगा और खत्म कहानी। पर देन तब मैंने एहसास किया कि नहीं, मुझे ये चीज नहीं सोचनी। उसमें सबसे बड़ी जंग थी मेरी खुद के साथ कि नो, यू कांट थिंक लाइक दैट, यू डोंट नीड टू थिंक नेगेटिव। फिर उसमें मेरा सबसे ज्यादा साथ दिया मेरे दोस्तों ने, मेरी फैमिली ने और मेरे जीपी ने, NHS के, बिकॉज उन्होंने बताया कि लिसन, तुम अकेले नहीं हो इसमें, ये सबके साथ हो रहा है। बट द गुड थिंग इज कि तुमने इस चीज को समझा है एंड तुमने हाथ बढ़ाया मदद के लिए, जो कि एक उम्मीद है कि चीजें अच्छी होंगी, थिंग्स गोना गेट बेटर सून। फिर से बारिशें होंगी, फिर से मौसम में बहार आएगा। जैसे वो परवीन शाकिर का एक शेर है ना, बस एक यही बात अच्छी है मेरे हर जाई की, वो जहां भी गया लौट के मेरे पास आया। और एक और शेर है जो कि मैं कोविड के लिए यूज करूंगा, वो क्या, तुम मौसमों के जलने की बात करते हो, मैंने बारिशों में फूलों को जलते हुए देखा है। उसका मफहूम क्या है? लोगों के पास पैसा है, हर चीज है, पर उनके पास वो आजादी नहीं है। वो जो एक बहार की खुशी होती थी ना, वो जो एक जैसे ईद आती है तो कपड़े पहनते हुए चीजें होती, वो चीजें नहीं अब कर सकते आप। अब आप, मैं हूं और मेरी तन्हाई।
बरसात रे
Oh shit. I've been chatting to this guy for over a month and I just can't use lockdown as an excuse not to meet him anymore, you know? Like, this picture that I've painted of myself, it isn't this, you know? He wants to consider me for marriage. Me. He wants a traditional girl to marry and I'm not really a traditional girl. And I want to be a traditional girl and I want to get married too, but I, for one, need to get married before my eggs get whizzed, and two, before my babies are born as an extra claim on the NHS services, you know? Like, I need to do that, and, you know, apart from all of that, you know the local aunties? Do you know them? Like, they ask, why are you not married yet? Is it because you are too modern? Modern. Modern is code word for slag, yeah. They actually think that I'm a whore, practically a whore at 35, for having a cool social life, a fab job, and no one's actually approached my parents for my hand in marriage. What they fail to realise, by the way, is that my born and bred in Pakistan parents are anti-arranged marriages, you know? Oh, like, please, just arrange my marriage, that's what I want. I can do the bride, the coy bride to be like, oh, like, you know, I can do all of it for you. I've been good, I'm still a virgin, you know? And the back door doesn't really count. And the front door was properly bolted, so yeah. You know, I just hate it when my brothers smoke in the house and they drink in the house. You know, my mum and my dad, like, they don't even tell them to stop smoking. Sometimes my mum takes a puff too, you know? She says it helps with the diabetes, but who's she kidding? Both mum and dad were stoners at university, you know? You know, guys these days are just commitment phobes, man. They don't know tradition, romance, they don't know any of it. I mean, white guys are okay, as long as you don't want to get married, but I do. I want the husband, I want the kids, I want the Mendi nights, I want the Bollywood romance, I really do. So much about our culture that I love and appreciate, but my parents think that Pakistani customs and social etiquettes are just absurd, they shouldn't be followed. I love a bit of convention, I really do, you know. I really, really do. I love a bit of convention, I love the traditions, I love all of it. Do you know how much money I spent? I spent a fortune on dating apps. You know, my friends, my buddies, they get it so easy. All they have to do is serve a tray of biscuits and tea to their intended and that's it, it's done. But no, my parents, they don't want to objectify me, okay? They think I should go find my own husband, but you know what? I'm no hunter-gatherer, okay? I shop at Waitrose and carry my Hermes bags and that's me. I shouldn't have to go do it. My parents should go find my husband for me. Who's gonna wanna be with these guys, this liberal family of mine? My chilled parents, my feminist brothers. You know, I think I actually need to rent a family. As stupid as it sounds, I need to rent a family. Hopefully, like, I don't know, this will get him through the main door of courtship, and with COVID regulations, he won't get to see my other doors. I mean, he'll want to marry me for who I am, you know, just the way I am. I mean, I can be demure and domesticated, and I can even be submissive if that's what rocks his boat. first lockdown was quite fun. There were all these trends that were going around. It was quite exciting to stay at home, not go out anymore. My sisters came round, we stayed, we laughed, we had fun, and it was summer. And yeah, my internet usage went up by a lot. We were recording, making content for online, and yeah, it was really fun. But obviously that's if you're privileged. But for other students, my friends, people that I know who weren't as privileged, they still had to go to work, and it was hard for them, and I could see it. And then the second lockdown came, and I don't know what happened. I just felt like crap, and I just found myself feeling every day was the exact same as the last, and it just didn't feel like it was getting any better. And at the time I was still doing my uni work, and I felt completely alone. I got into making videos and posting them online, and now I've gathered quite a large social media following, and it's a really helpful community. We talk a lot. I interact with them online. I take my little sister out a lot now as well, and she's really into social media, so we've sort of bonded at home. Before we were like cat and mouse, or like rat and cat. She's the rat. And yeah, we hated each other. I'm sure like anybody could say that. But other than that, it's been fun for me, but I know that it hasn't been fun for lots of other people. There was floodings, and people were social distancing, so we couldn't take our neighbours in when their houses flooded. But we tried to make the best with them, tried to be helpful, tried to help them out.
To say goodbye, and wow, I can't believe how many of you have turned up. I think I'll start with you, Carlsberg, because I first met you when I was 13, and you were little then as well, weren't you? You was in a half-pint class. For some reason though, I could never sort of imagine having more than 7 of you. My stomach couldn't take it. We had so many holidays, didn't we? Butlins. We had such fun together. And then I went to Corfu. And I met you, didn't I, Sam? Hello, Sam Miguel, how are you? Do you remember you had lime in your neck? You were so refreshing. And then I moved on again. Hello, Malibu. Oh, Malibu's here. Where's Pineapple? Well, why aren't you together? Malibu, you was a right treat, but that was all, yeah? I'm going to say goodbye to you, but Pineapple, I still want you in my life. Because I'm going to start eating healthy now. Breakfast, lunch and dinner. I'm going to put you on my Weetabix. I don't need you lot to take my appetite away, do I? And where's Jack? Hello, Jack Daniels. How are ya? How's that Tennessee waltz going? Do you remember we used to sway all night together? Fucking hell. Johnny fucking Walker. Do you know, Johnny, I loved you with Diet Coke, but what gave you the right to do things to my brain? You know, you used to make me really angry. What right did you have? You ruined some of my relationships. You know what? I don't need any of you anymore. I've had enough of this, yeah? I'm going to go in there, yeah? I'm going to go in there and I'm going to say to them, my name is Jacqueline and I'm an alcoholic. Well, open the bloody door. Yeah. I'm going to this meeting. Wish me luck, yeah? Luck.
किसी रोज तुमसे मुलाकात होगी मेरी जान एक दिन मेरे साथ होगी मगर कब न जाने ये बरसात होगी मेरा दिल है प्यासा मेरा दिल अकेला किसी रोज तुमसे मुलाकात होगी मेरी जान एक दिन मेरे साथ होगी मगर कब न जाने ये बरसात होगी मेरा दिल है प्यासा मेरा दिल अकेला किसी रोज तुमसे मुलाकात होगी
मेरे हाथों में नौ चूड़ियां हैं थोड़ा ठहरो सजन मजबूरियां हैं मेरे हाथों में नौ चूड़ियां हैं थोड़ा ठहरो सजन मजबूरियां हैं मिलन होगा अभी एक रात की दूरियां हैं इन्हीं लोगों ने इन्हीं लोगों ने इन्हीं लोगों ने इन्हीं लोगों ने ले लेना दुपट्टा मेरा इन्हीं लोगों ने ले लेना दुपट्टा मेरा मैं कमर नजर पता उमर देखो बेरुखी पे कैसे अटका है पड़ा
ढल गई तू शाम की तरह ढल गई खल गई तुझे खल गई मेरी बेपरवाही
Thank you everyone for tuning in. This episode was fun, varied, and lots of food for thought. Next episode, we are covering LGBTQI+. Plus. There's a plus to being LGBTQI, and the plus stands for everyone's included. Unfortunately, for some of you, it's going to be over 18s because we're going to have a bit saucy action. Not too saucy, just enough. Just a little peek. Please follow us, social media, all the little digits will come up on the screen. And don't forget to follow the artists as well. Tag, share, we need your support. Also, please bear in mind, like all those TV channels at the end say, for if you've been affected by any of these issues, we have numbers. So we will put some numbers on the end of the show as well and some helpline numbers if anybody does need some support. That's a serious note, but we're trying to keep up with like all those posh TV shows as well.
बच गया साला